Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Village Board meeting of September 12th. Please join us in our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Roll call, Mrs. Thomas.
Trustee Purcell. Trustee Willis. Here. Trustee Colton. Here. Trustee Heiderman. Here. Trustee Harris Jones. Here. Trustee Roman. Here. President Holfeld.
Here, representing staff this evening, to my left, our village manager, Napoleon Haney, to my right, our village attorney, Chris Cummings. To the audience is right, our police chief, Denise McGrath, Public Works Director, John Schaefer, and Assistant Village Manager, Tyler Hall. The minutes of August 22nd, any additions or corrections? Trustee Willis.
None.
Trustee Colton.
All good.
Trustee Heiferman. Trustee Harris Jones.
I have none.
And Trustee Roman. May I have a motion to approve the minutes, please?
So moved. Second.
Been moved by Trustee Colton, seconded by Trustee Willis. Roll call, please.
Trustee Willis. Aye. Trustee Colton.
Aye.
Trustee Heiderman. Aye. Trustee Harris Jones. Aye. Trustee Roman. Aye.
The minutes are approved. The claims list in the amount of $595,503.12. Again, Trustee Willis, comments or questions?
No, none.
Trustee Colton.
All good.
Trustee Heiferman.
I have no question.
Trustee Harris Jones.
All my questions have been answered.
Trustee Roman.
No question.
May I have a motion to approve the claims list, please?
So moved. Second.
It's been moved by Trustee Willis, seconded by Trustee Harris Jones. Roll call, please.
Trustee Willis.
Aye.
Trustee Colton.
Aye.
Trustee Heiderman.
Aye.
Trustee Harris Jones.
Aye.
Trustee Roman.
Aye.
The claims list is approved. Of that $595,000 claims list, 2 items comprise the majority of that list. 1 month's payment of employees' health insurance was $253,000, and the previously approved police vehicle purchases were $84,000. That amounted to $337,000, or 57% of that claims list. Meet the merchants. Is your wife here yet?
She's walking in right now.
Come on up. This is we used to have Meet the Merchants as a segment of the board meeting, and we're starting it up again. And this evening we have AJ Blooms and Mr. and Mrs. Pierre and Ms. Pierre. And you can talk slowly and your wife can walk in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she'll be the one that has a nice entrance.
Come on up. Perfect timing. Come on up.
Aye.
The floor is yours. Tell us about AJ Blooms.
Yes, well, good evening. My name is Jonathan Pierre. This is my wife, Alicia Pierre. My daughter's hiding behind me over here, Julia. And we also have a son as well. And we're the owners of AJ Blooms Floral Boutique here in Homewood. We are also residents of Homewood. We've been residents for the past 6 years. Our son Aiden is a freshman at HF, and Julia goes to Western Avenue Elementary School. She's in 3rd grade. And just this past year, we've opened up Homewood's newest flower shop. We're located at 18855 Dixie Highway in Homewood. We're right in between Maple Tree Inn Restaurant and the Idlewild Country Club and Golf Course. And we opened officially right before Valentine's Day, very close. And but we were only taking online orders at that time. And but we became fully open right before Mother's Day, where we were able to take people inside the building and make flowers for Mother's Day. So that was great. And just a few short weeks ago, we had our official ribbon cutting with Mayor Holfeld and his very supportive staff. It was a very fun time. And before I get to some of the more logistical information about our store, just like to share a few things about how we got started. My wife was a vocal jazz major, and I was a music composition major when we met at Columbia College back in 2001. And she's the lead floral designer for us at the shop. And she's a certified florist. She's been doing this for the past 20 years. In the past, she was doing it kind of like as a side thing, weddings, celebrations, birthdays, events. And we were really thrilled at the opportunity to start our own floral shop. I don't do any of the flowers. I just move things around the shop. I do the marketing and things like that. Yeah, we're very glad to have this kind of dream come true for us. Fast forward a few months with a few ups and downs, we thankfully became officially open. I'm a professor at Prairie State College, where I teach music production and technology. And so one of the things that I'm good at is talking and teaching. So one of the things that we would like to implement at our store is to teach people how to take care of their plants at home, their dying plants. I think there's probably 90% of people will admit to not being a green thumb. And also we'll be doing some flower arranging workshops as well. Just to be clear, I won't be teaching those things. My wife will, or one of our staff will be doing that. At the shop, we really boast extremely fresh flower arrangements that where we get flowers locally and we get flowers flown in. And you know, one of the things that I think kind of sets this apart, the arrangements that really make a statement, is that, you know, my wife is a jazz singer who's also a floral designer. So you get a really unique statement with your flowers when you come to our store. So please come by our sun-filled store. Take some time to smell the roses. And we're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 o'clock. And then Saturday from 9 to 3. Okay, great. So, yeah.
Well, once again, I'd like to remind everyone at home and also in the audience, this is a wonderful store. I don't think any of us, when we were there for the grand opening, anticipated how beautiful it is. The floral arrangements that you have just on the walls, the welcoming atmosphere you have with the coolers. It's absolutely beautiful. So I encourage everyone, for all your floral needs, go to AJ Bloom's. It's just immediately south of Maple Tree Inn. You can park right behind it or on Idlewild. And it's a wonderful store. I encourage everyone to at least go in and, as you had said, smell the roses. And thank you for being a part of the Homewood business community.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Did you want to say anything, honey?
Well, we also have some very small arrangements for the ladies on the staff. So I don't know where you'd like us to put these.
On the end, it'll be fine.
Yes, okay.
Is that what I'm smelling? Because I smell something
Yeah.
amazing. Okay,
Yes.
that is absolutely lovely.
So we'll leave those there for you guys.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much for letting us come.
Okay, thank you for being here. Hear from the audience. If anyone in the audience would like to address the board on any subject not on the agenda, please raise your hand. Yes, sir.
Thanks, Mike Dickover, resident of Homewood. First, Eric, thanks for your article a couple weeks ago. It was fantastic on democracy. It needs to get more folks out here, and it was really hit home. So thank you. But the reason I'm here is I need to know what the escalation process is for a code violation issue. So I've got a neighbor. I believe it's a rental. There's been trash that I reported 6 weeks ago and have had ongoing reports to the code enforcement folks. And the pile has only gotten larger. It started with one bag and now it's, you know, a pile this high, this wide. We were out in the backyard the other night and there are mice running up and down our fence that goes between our houses. I need to know what are my next steps. I've got pictures if you guys.
Mr. Haney was made aware of that this morning.
Okay.
And he will take appropriate action.
Okay, so just, do you want me to contact you or do you have my information?
I have your information.
Okay, right on. Okay, that's it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else who would like to address the board this evening? If not, the omnibus vote, Mrs. Thomas.
The board is asked to approve the reappointment of Ellen Dreyfus to the Ethics Commission, extending her term another 3 years through September 12, 2026. The board is asked to pass resolution R 3153, honoring Sergeant Laura Fritz for her 20 years of service with the Homewood Police Department. The board is asked to pass resolution R 3154, honoring Joseph Kablusek for his 20 years of service with the Homewood Police Department. The board is asked to pass resolution R 3155, acknowledging and accepting the petition to unionize filed by the sergeants with the Homewood Police Department. There are currently 7 sergeants with the police department. Certification was issued by the Illinois Labor Relations Board, confirming that the Metropolitan Alliance of Police, Chapter 22, which represents patrol officers in with the Village of Homewood Police Department, will represent the sergeants in bargaining. The board is asked to pass resolution R 3156, appropriating $325,000 of motor fuel tax funds for the second phase of street patching for the period May 1, 2023 through April 30, 2024. There are 80 street sections due to be patched this fall. The board is asked to pass resolution R 3157, approving and authorizing the sale of 29,044 square feet of roadway at 174th Street, west of Halsted Street, to Wing Creek, Illinois, LLC for casino development, and authorize President Hofeld to enter into a real estate purchase and sale agreement to transfer the property to Wing Creek, Illinois, LLC for an amount not to exceed $43,000. The board is asked to pass ordinance M 2264, approving the villages vacating the public right-of-way commonly known as 174th Street, west of Halsted Street.
Any comments or questions from anyone in the audience? Chief, if you would like to make a few appropriate remarks. So Sergeant Fritz is here. I don't see Joe. He's not here.
Just a couple of quick comments on the resolution for the unionization of the sergeants. It was about mid-June when the sergeants approached me to discuss their interest in unionizing. I took that conversation to first the village administration and then later the village board. And the one common theme that came up continuously was everyone's interest in expressing their appreciation and value for the employees of the village. And it quickly became a no-brainer that we would support the unionization of the sergeants to show that appreciation and value that we have for our employees. It's very easy for all of us to say that we have that appreciation, we have that value, but to have an opportunity to actually show that doesn't present itself very often. So please take this as a heartfelt thank you for all of the hard work that not only the sergeants, but our patrol officers and future sergeants do for the village and the community to make this a safe and welcoming community for anybody to live in and visit.
As the chief had said, the board was unanimous in this. We appreciate all you do. And Chief, if you have to say a few words for Sergeant Fritz.
We weren't expecting that Sergeant Fritz was going to be here, so we are going to present her resolution at a future department meeting. But Laura has been with us over 20 years now that we've gotten around to the resolution, and has served not only in the patrol division, but now as a supervisor, provides an invaluable service to the community and acts as a mentor and a role model for our officers coming on the job now.
And we expect another 20 years. May I have a motion to approve the items on the agenda? Any board comments?
Oh, no.
Yeah, one thing I just want to do is, in regards of, item F and G, I support them, but I would love to have it, because it was explained to me and it's kind of confusing, and I just thought it'd be nice if you could explain it to the community.
I can explain it.
Can you? Perfect.
What's going on here is there's a piece of roadway which is now right in the middle of the casino. and we never bothered to check its ownership because it was a road. And it really wasn't the village's problem. However, when they went to do the title search on the entire casino property, they found out that a portion of the road was in East Hazel Crest and a portion of the road is in Homewood, which we knew. We also found out that it was owned by the toll road. And so Wind Creek approached the village several months ago and asked that the village purchase the property. It was easier for the village to purchase the property from the toll road than to have Wind Creek purchase it, with the understanding that they were going to turn around and purchase it from us. So this tonight is the culmination of that. The village paid $43,000 to the toll road. Wind Creek is paying the village $43,000, so it's a wash. And this is right in the middle where the new stoplight is.
Perfect, thank you.
Any other comment?
No, that's it.
Trustee Heiferman. Trustee Harris Jones.
Nothing for me.
Trustee Roman.
Nothing.
I have a motion to approve the items on the consent agenda, please.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved by trustee Colton, seconded by trustee Roman. Roll call, please.
Trustee Willis.
Aye.
Trustee Colton.
Aye.
Trustee Heiferman.
Aye.
Trustee Harris Jones.
Aye.
Trustee Roman.
Aye.
The consent agenda is approved. General board discussion. Trustee Willis.
Nothing for me.
Trustee Colton.
Nope, nothing.
Trustee Heiferman.
I have nothing tonight.
Trustee Harris Jones. Trustee Roman.
Nothing for me.
Well, I received a letter this afternoon and it's from the estate of Jim Wright. It's from his brother Richard. And in the letter, to take excerpts of it, he said, "I know you were a great friend of my brother James and spent many hours discussing the topics of the day as they related to the village. James loved the village of Homewood. Being the kind, compassionate, and generous man he was, it was James' wish that after his passing, a portion of the proceeds from his real estate holdings be donated to the village. Please accept this check," and I've turned it over to the treasurer, to the finance director, "in memory of Jim for $30,000. I know it's going to be more than anyone else would know. I know you more than anyone else would know how James would like it to be used. You know he'll be watching." Jim's love was reforestation and trees. In the past, he had been the anonymous donor of over $25,000 to the village over the years. So this check will be used for reforestation in the village of Homewood. And again, Jim, I know you're watching. With that, may I have a motion to enter into executive session to discuss the semi-annual review of closed session minutes?
So moved.
Second.
Been moved by trustee Colton, seconded by trustee Roman. Roll call, please.
Trustee Willis.
Aye.
Trustee Colton.
Aye.
Trustee Heiferman.
Aye.
Trustee Harris Jones.
Aye.
Trustee Roman.
Aye.
We are entering closed session. Thank you all for being here.